Hey guys, it's TheGameFaceHD and welcome back to episode 41 of my Juventus career mode. Yeah, I'm back for some more episodes. Basically, you voted for Juventus. You got the most votes on the straw poll that I did, or you did last time I checked anyway. It might have changed by now. But anyway, I decided that I would bring the Juventus career mode back, but there would have to be a few little changes, one of which is changing around the team. Now, the team has got to be changed for me because I'm getting a little bit too used to these players and it's all becoming a little bit too familiar and a bit boring for myself, so I need to make some signings. But I do feel like I'm really looking forward to what I've done. Brought Marquisio back, Otamendi's on the way out, which you might have seen in the previous episode. If you didn't, I think it's 32.5 million that he's going to Liverpool for. 32 million, same thing. So yeah, he's on the way out at the moment, so that'll be a really good boost of money. Speaking of boosts of money, I am actually going to hopefully try and get some more money off the board. If we can, then I'd like to get around 10 million, but we'll have to see what they say to it. And I just really want to try and bring in some realistic players, i.e. players that Juventus are actually looking at in real life, and just some players that's going to really try and make it a bit more fun for me playing. So I'm going to be changing a few things around. First of all, I'm going to get a new right back because I can't stand Carvajal. He's had an awful season in my opinion. So I'm just going to sell him. I think I've got a backup right back. Let's have a look. Who is it? It's Isla at the moment. I'm tempted to get rid of him as well, but I'll probably just keep him for now and focus on like the main players for my starting 11. But before I do want to speak about something else, which is my Man.City Career Mode. Now, I'm not really too sure what to do with that career mode. I don't know whether it's got to the point where it's a little bit too easy for me. Even though I'm not winning every single game, it's more the fact that the players I'm using are just too good. Like, I can get really, really good players. I've got too much money, and it's got a bit easy in that sort of sense. So I'm not 100% sure what to do, whether to actually get rid of the Man.City Career Mode. I know I've only done 10 episodes of it, but whether I should get rid of that and bring in the Atletico Madrid Career Mode, which last time I checked, I think had the second most amount of votes. I think it was like 1 or 2 votes between Juventus and Atletico Madrid. So it kind of makes sense, judging by the votes, and if those people that voted for Atletico Madrid will watch the videos, then you know it's quite a big proportion of the people that voted. So you can't please everyone, but at the end of the day, I don't know whether maybe the Man City one is getting a bit tedious, just with the fact that I've got so many decent players. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. I've not made any final decisions yet, but just let me know what you think about that, and obviously I'll respond and decide at some point, probably off camera. But yeah, let's get on with finding a new right back now. So I've scouted 3 right backs. The first one is Klein, and then a guy called Obeng. I think he grows quite a lot on this, or occasionally he does anyway, so I'm looking at him. And also I am scouting DeMarcos as well. He looks like a very good player, very fast by the looks of it. It takes 18 days for them to get back to what overall they actually are, so I might have to put in a bid before that and kind of just see roughly what the stats are. I'll have to make my mind up on that, but I'm going to spend a few days, hopefully get some more money, and then I'm going to list some more players as well. Okay, they didn't give me the money, they didn't give me 10 million. I thought they were going to actually give me that. I'm going to maybe try 6 or 7 now, and Otamendi is gone, 27 million. So I need to get a new centre-back, I think, as well, because I've got Varane, Devin, who else do I have? Blanco. Yeah, I need another centre-back. I need a good quality centre-back. Okay, this is the guy I'm going to go for. Musacchio, something like that. Musacchio I'm going to go for. Let me know whether I'm pronouncing that right in the comments. I'm going to just put in a bid for him, to be honest, see what they say to. I think we'll start off at 12 million. If they accept it straight away, then I've probably overpaid. If they reject it like I expect, then they'll probably come back with some sort of amount. Okay, I'm also going to sign Stasic as well, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I like to have about 5 centre-backs, and he will be the 5th one, and also he's left-footed, so he kind of fits in quite well, and he's not really good, so that I'll be forced to play him loads. He's an alright player. I don't really know what overall he is. I think he's around 75, something like that. So he's just kind of going to be a squad player. I've got my 3 main centre-backs and then 2 backup ones, which are Blanco and Nastasic, is it? Stasic, something like that. We are going to put in a bid again, but I don't really know how much he's worth, so we'll just go 6 million, even though he's on 70 grand a week, so it's probably going to be a bit more than that. Now, the only thing with staying on with Juventus is we have to kind of get used to the fact that Pogba will be leaving by the looks of it. I mean, he's refused the contracts that I gave him, and there's interest shown by Man United, so I don't know whether he's going to be staying or not. I might try offer him a new contract, even though I don't really use him, and I'm not a massive fan of him in-game. I really like him in real life, but in-game I don't think he's very good at all. I will offer Vidal a new contract whilst I'm here as well. I really do like him. Let's try and find Pogba and hopefully get him a new contract sorted out. He might not even be allowed to accept one now, he's turned it down. Oh no, we can send him a new one. 150 grand. I don't know whether to do it actually. Do you know what, we'll see what offers come in. We'll see what offers come in, and if I think there's an offer that's quite good, then I'll let him go. Okay, so let's have a look at the people I've listed and put up for a season-long loan. So it starts off with this striker guy. Can't pronounce his name, not even going to try, but if you do know who he is, then good for you. And I've decided to list him basically just because he's not quite good enough for his age. And Felipe Anderson also has been listed because I'm kind of a bit tired of him. I've got Depay, who's better overall and a younger age, so it kind of makes sense to get rid of him. And Carvajal, obviously, as you know, Russo's going to be going out on loan because he could be a really good player, but I'm probably not really going to use him myself. And Rosenberg is also going to be a really talented player, and again, I don't think I'll be using him myself with me having so many good quality strikers. And then some other youngsters as well. Coleman I was tempted to list on a transfer, but it is just going to be a loan for now. And let's show you actually something I wanted to show you when I first signed him. Look at his stats, okay? Look at his pace, which is really good to start off with. Look at his finishing, you ready? 91 finishing. 91, that is really good for such a fast player. So he should be really good to use. I'm pretty happy with getting him on a free transfer as well. So we're going to sim a few days, see what we get in the email. Okay, I've received a bid for a player that I've not even listed. 13 million, we're just going to reject that one. This guy's too young and too valuable, I think, to the team. He's going to play a bit more of a part, I think, this season. And we've received a bid for Carvajal from Atletico Bilbao. Luckily, they're not one of our rivals because they don't live in the same league. But we are going to go 10 million, and I'll happily let him go for that amount. Whether they will match it, we'll find out. Okay, Villarreal, I've said 17 million for this guy. So I'm going to go 15. We'll kind of go in the middle-ish, and hopefully they accept that one. And Blanco wants to take a Otamendi's spot. I mean, why even send me that email? It's a waste of time, really. Is he going to take up Otamendi's spot? He's absolutely not going to. No way. Benteke transfer from Barcelona. 36.5 million. Wow. That is a big bid. I will be prepared to let him go, I think, if the value is met. My value of Benteke is 75 million. Mad, I know. But if they want to match it, then I'll happily let him go for that amount. Man City have accepted 6 million. I think they accepted that one purely because he's got 11 months left on his contract. I'll go 4-year deal because I don't think I want him any longer than 4 years. Probably won't even be at the club for 4 years because obviously FIFA 16 is coming out. But we'll go squad rotational player. I think that's fair, really. I don't even know what overall he is, but it's fair anyway. Vidal's accepted. That's brilliant news for us. Okay, Barcelona have said, whoa, 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 let's offer you 45.5 million. Again, it's not really good enough. I think the lowest I can go is 70. I don't want to go any lower than that. I might be tempted by 65, but we'll see anyway. And they're not prepared to match what I've said I wanted, so we'll go 9 million. We'll just go 9. I'm happy to get 9 for him, to be honest. That's his value. And again, they're saying they want 17 million, so we will just go with 17. I think they'll probably accept this one now. I've decided to match the value. Hopefully they do. And here we go, we've got an offer for that youngster that I can't pronounce the name of. And we're going to go for 2.2. I think that's a fair amount I'm asking for. In my opinion, he should be worth a little bit more, but I'm never going to get 3 or 4 million for him. And Stasic has accepted. Here's my new signing. Get in there. 70 grand a week's quite a lot, but I think I'll be alright spending that sort of money on him. 76 overall, that's not too bad actually. Pretty happy with that one, 6'2". He's going to be a good squad player hopefully, so yeah, someone I want to try and sign is Oscar. I think I want to try and get him, because he's been linked with Juventus loads, so I'm going to also have a look at other rumours and things like that in a minute, and we'll see whether I'll be able to sign any of them. The only problem with signing Oscar is that he's just so much money, and I don't know if he'd fit into my team, so I'm going to have to try and get other players and maybe do some sort of trade deal. I don't know, we'll have to see really what sort of players I want to even let go. I mean, Tevez, realistically, it would be good to get rid of him because he's obviously gone to Boca Juniors in real life. But I know he's one of your favourite players. Everyone that watches this is kind of everyone's favourite player. So it's a tricky one to know what to do. I do really like Tevez, and he's got us out of so many bad situations before with his goals. But I do feel that to try and make it as realistic as possible, I'm going to have to get rid of some players and also sign some players that have been linked in real life. Although if I was going by that, Vidal will be also leaving as well. Well, that's really strange. I've just typed in Juventus rumours, and Nastasic is actually on there as a potential rumour, so that's a pretty cool little thing. But there's other players on there like Mario Götze, which I'm never going to be able to afford realistically. I don't think I'll be able to get Oscar, but there are other players I would obviously like to try and sign. I mean, there's also like Lamela and Quadrado that are linked. Whether I, again, want those in my team, it's tricky, so I'm going to just go for the players that I need in my team as opposed to ones that have been linked, because there are different ones really that have been linked to what I need. Barcelona have said 56 million for Benteke. I'm assuming that's going to be their final bid. I'm actually happy to let him go if we get 65. I'm going to go 65. And that is the lowest I can go, I think. And they've managed to match it. That's decent. Bilbao have matched 9 million. I wasn't expecting that, actually. So, pretty decent stuff. That's been matched. A bid for David De Gea, 22.5 million. It's not that much money, actually. Again, I'll just put what I think he's worth. And if they want to match it, they can do that. And I'll get someone different. I would love to return this guy back to Juventus. I really would. 6 million, maybe I could get him for that, but it's the 130 grand a week that's the thing I don't really like. Do you know what, we're going to do it. I know that I've got Marquisio back in, who I sold, but that was because it was so much money. Buffon was more because I wasn't too keen on his age really, but he's still playing, so I'm going to give him a go. 6 million, hopefully they accept that. Okay, it was matched by Atlanta, and we have managed to sell him now, and Carvajal's also gone for 7.5 million. That's what we get in the budget anyway, and 17 million. They've accepted it. Good. That's what I like to hear. 50 grand a week, 3-year deal, and we're going to go important first team player because I'm not 100% sure of his overall. I've got an offer for Felipe Anderson of 3.8 million. 3.8. That is an absolute joke, and his value is 4.3. I mean, that's never ever going to be accepted. I was thinking more 10 million, something like that. We're going to try 7. Try 7, that's all we can do. Okay, PSG are back with 23 million. Again, it's not really enough for such a good goalkeeper. So we're going to go with 45. And Barcelona don't think Benteke is worth that much. Fair enough. Okay, so we're going to sim this friendly against Troyes, is it? Or something like that. 2-2, that's alright to say it was a really bad team that I had put out. Okay, Man United want 11 million for Buffon. I think 8.5 the most I'd want to pay for him. Even though he's 87 overall, he is 38 and it might be his last season. So, in fact, it's not going to be his last season because he's not retiring yet, but you know what I mean. Oh, he wants a bigger role. He wants to be a crucial first team player. Okay, we'll just go with that then. Hopefully he decides to accept now and doesn't make up some rubbish excuse about not wanting to move or something. Okay, they're prepared to pay 4.3, which is his value. I'm going to go 5.2. I mean, I don't really want to go any lower than that. Okay, we've got all of the scouting reports back. DeMarcos, 81 overall. He looks really good. We'll add him to our shortlist. Klein, let's have a look at him. He's 77, so not quite as good. And Curtis Obeng is 78. So, out of those, I think the best player is probably going to be DeMarcos, isn't it? So we'll just go for him, and hopefully we can get a good deal for him. But first, we've got a transfer offer for one of our youngsters. It's just a loan one, and we get an extra 2 grand or something added onto the wage. Man United want 11 still. I'm really tempted to match it. I know I said I wouldn't, but I really wouldn't mind him back at the club. It would be so good to have him as captain again or something. We're going to go 10, and PSG don't think De Gea is worth that much. Okay, we're going to put in a bid for DeMarcos, 12 million. I think they should accept that. It's in between the value, and he's obviously worth 9 million, but it's also in between the value that Chief Executive said, so I think we should be good with that one. Okay, we've got another game to sim here, another friendly against Bastia. And we're just going to skip it, I think, as well, because it doesn't matter. As usual, we lost that game. Coman also got injured. Depay got injured, I think, in the previous friendly. So that left wing spot is causing some damage at the moment. Okay, and the new centre-back that I'm about to hopefully try and sign is 81 overall, so that's pretty decent. And Rafinha I also scouted just because I thought he's kind of a cheaper Oscar, isn't he? So I was tempted by trying to sign him. Oh no, he came up with some rubbish. Typical. I'm a top player at the current club. I don't feel the move suits me. Okay, we're going to throw everything at him. We've matched the 80 grand a week now. We've got the clean sheet bonus up to 20%. Surely he's got to join. Coman out for 2 months. That is not good news. I don't think he'll be going out on loan now. Sevilla have said they're happy to pay 4.9 million. I'm just going to accept. That's the closest I'm going to get to my value, I think. If I'd maybe gone with 5, they might have accepted it. But I'm desperate to get some more money in. Transfer offer for another one of my youngsters. Again, it's just a season-long loan. I'm happy to let him go to wherever that is. And Bilbao have said it's unacceptable. They want 14 million for him, not 12. We're just going to match that to kind of save us some time. Man United are still holding out for that 11 million. We're just going to match it. I know we've spent so long trying to get him. We are just going to match it. And you're probably thinking, where's he going to fit in? Well, he's probably going to be an alternate to De Gea. And maybe if De Gea does move on, he'll just be the starting #1 keeper, which means I do need to sort out my other keeper, which is Lily, I think. And he has been quite a good keeper, so I'm tempted. In fact, I'm tempted just to loan Rossi out, actually. And then, yeah, I'll keep Lily, and hopefully that's going to be something interesting. And hopefully we should have the best goalkeeper combination in the league and probably the world. Okay, we've got the friendly against Hoffenheim now. Again, just going to skip it as we do. I think we've won 1, lost 1, I think. Or did we draw 1? I can't remember. We did win that one anyway. And that is because we had our best team out, I think. There was loads of really good players in that. I don't know why. That was worrying. Luckily, though, no one got injured. Benteke bid PSG. I'm sure they've put in a bid before for Benteke. I know it was Barcelona last time. I'm sure they have put in a bid before this. And we're going to go for... it's PSG, they're happy to pay pretty much anything. I'm going to go 55. We'll see what they say to 55 million. Player sold, that's Felipe Anderson, goodbye. And he has accepted the 80 grand. Proof that money is what he was after. Got a transfer offer for Varane, we're just going to reject that. There's no point looking at it with him being pretty much my star defender now. Okay, and Dimarcos did accept, Atletico Bilbao accepted it. Hopefully now Dimarcos can accept the contract offer. And yeah, I think 80 grand should be enough, hopefully. Sterling sent me an email saying he wants to discuss wages. And 150 grand, that's a big wage increase, but he is 86 overall, so we're going to go with that. Hopefully he plays a bit better this season. I was a bit disappointed with him last season. He's 21 years old, 86 overall, that's really good. Okay, PSG have accepted 55 million, they've matched it, should I say, and Man United have accepted the £11 million bid we put in. It's going to be a 3-year deal, we're going to try and go with that, keep him on the game as long as possible. 3 years, crucial first team player, because he's better overall than David De Gea. And Benteke says the game coming up is crucial to the season. The game coming up is actually against Inter Milan, and it's the Super Coppa game. I don't really like playing these ones, if I'm totally honest. I don't really think they're particularly important. I know it's one of those games where it's kind of like the winner of the league versus the winner of the Team Cup or something. We obviously won both, so we're having to play who came second in the Team Cup. I think it's something like that. So I'm just going to put out my best team and sim the game. I'm sorry about that, but also so we can get some transfers into this episode as well. Okay, this is the team I'm going to be using. I will change the bench, don't worry, before I start. Don't ask me why Tevez is playing right mid. That's the only place I could really think to play him while still keeping Benteke on the pitch. And yeah, that's my defence and everything like that. Islam's obviously having to start with me not having a new right back yet. And hopefully we can try and win this game. Hopefully this is the right decision to sim it. I really just wanted to try and fit as many transfers in as possible into this episode. That's why I'm trying to sim it. Come on, let's try and get a win here. Come on, we've surely got the better team. Sterling with the goal, that's a good start to the season. Come on, 1-0 now. Going into the second half, Vidal's just been booked. Benteke scores before the break. It's now 2-0. It's looking like a fairly comfortable victory at the moment. Witsel comes on, Tevez off. 20 minutes to go. Vidal scores 3-0. This is really good, actually. 5 minutes to go now, and we have won the game 3-0. Brilliant stuff. My front three have got us some goals there. And Depay is back from injury, that's good news, now I've got another winger. Okay, DeMarcos has accepted the contract offer. That means that we've managed to get him into the club, and he's now our new signing. Sterling accepts the contract, I'm not really surprised, 150 grand a week's alright, isn't it? Transfer offer for Paul Pogba. Whoa, this could be a big one. And Barcelona, 41.5 isn't really that much, really. I was after something a bit bigger for Pogba, so we're going to try 86 million. See what they say to that. I really hope they accept 86. I could try and get someone really good for that. Player sold. Benteke's gone. That was really quick. 46.5 has been added to my budget. And Buffon doesn't want to leave because he loves his current club. Okay, we're just going to match his player demands then. And I think we'll just go up to 150. And if he doesn't accept that, then we just won't sign him. I think I'm going to have to wait a little bit before I find Benteke's replacement, so I have just put out like a little scouting thing, and Barcelona have come back with 66 million. We're going to go with 82 because he does want to leave, so we may as well just try and get as much money possible for him. Russo is going out on loan. Buffon declined. Fine then, don't rejoin the club, be like that. Okay, we're going to try and sign Jovetic. We're going to inquire first, see what Man City are after for him. I was tempted to go with Lacazette, but it's so unoriginal. Everyone just tries to sign him. So I've decided that, yeah, we'll try and get Jovetic, just because I want someone with a bit of height that's still fairly young. He's a similar age to Benteke, if not the same. Barcelona still saying 66.3 is the most they'll go to. I'm still not happy with that offer though. I think we're going to go 75. It's dropped loads what I'm asking for, but it seems like they're starting to stall a little bit. So I'm going to push that value down to 75, and I think they'll accept that one. Man City want 18.5. That's less than I thought, actually. I thought it'd be a bit more than that. So I'm going to just drop the price slightly, and we're going to try 15. Or maybe 14. We'll go even lower, actually. No, they didn't match it. They don't believe he's worth that much. Damn. That was probably my only chance to get rid of him. Okay, Man City have accepted 14 million. That was a lot cheaper than I thought it would be. And we're just going to go important first team player. 100 grand a week is ridiculous though for Jovetic. There are some really weird wages on this. And we're going to get rid of Rossi, our goalkeeper. I did say I was going to get rid of him because I thought I was going to get Buffon. So we're actually going to keep him for now. And sadly he won't be going out on loan. And that is going to be it for this episode, guys. If you have enjoyed this, then please give a like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Also, let me know in the comments what you think about this episode, what sort of signings I should make in the next episode. And don't forget to check out the links below as well. You can go follow me on Twitter and things like that. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and goodbye. Next question. Have you seen a footballer before? This is actually quite a good one. I like this question a lot. Because I don't really live in a city or anything like that, so I don't see a lot of footballers. But I was in a restaurant sat next to